Guys, you're watching one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a Snow Globe. Last episode we built the snowman. I still love him. It makes me smile every time I look at him. But we're halfway through the gingerbread house, of which we found out while building it that it looks exactly like my house in real life. The same shape. I even done a walkthrough inside this gingerbread house around my house. It was very, very weird. This is just like a gingerbread miniature version of my real life house. But anyway, what I want to do today is I want to finish off the outside, and potentially the inside as well would be nice if we can do them both. The roof on here is going to require us to have another, not grass block, another layer above here, and then this layer is what's the roof is going to, or the first stair layer is going to sit on, so it'll be like that. I don't know if we're going to use quartz or not yet. I'm not 100% sure. While we go around the walls here, we might as well add windows in where they're available, like where we're allowed to fit them. Ooh, 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 ooh. Like that. So on this wall, it's too thin. We've only got like 2 blocks in the middle. We can't fit a window in there. Same as we can't fit a window in here. However, up here, we should be able to fit a window in. If we get this up to the right height first, which I think is just that. I should be able to get a window in here. We always want a space between it. And then... Am I on the right level? Oops. I think I need to go down one. And then that one. Yeah. And that one. Pillar quartz. I've got rid of it. And these ones aren't pillar either. I don't need grass. Okay. That one. That one. That one. That one. Now... we do have a problem where we have the stairs here. We can see through. All we need to do is we need to put another brown stained clay up the side there, and then that fixes that, so then we can't see through on this side. And I think the windows still look fine there. On the back, we sort of would have enough window, but the quartz would touch quartz, and I don't want that. So we're going to just leave the back here nice and blank. In this case, in the case of this house, because it's not really a real house, we're not trying to, it's not like on the city world where we're trying deliberately to build a house that looks somewhat realistic. The more non-windowed walls we have, the better, because it means we can put more paintings on the walls. It means we can have a Christmas trees and fill up that wall space, where if there was a window there, you would sort of have to keep it blank. It would limit you a little bit. So put these in on this side, and put those in there. Now I could put windows opposite of where I have there on that wall, but I don't think it really needs it. I think we're pretty good like this. This is looking really nice. It's really weird to look at this house though, because it actually looks like my house. Like, my house is the standard way kids draw houses. When you say to a young child, you say, draw a house, they'll draw a square with 4 windows and a door, and it's just like the classic house shape. For the roof, stairs, we're obviously going to make the house out of, or the roof out of stairs here. We want to have some different options. Quartz is probably going to be our only option for like a nice edging to go around it. But then the main roof, we can either make... If we made the whole thing out of quartz, it would look like it had snow on it. It would look like it was a snow-covered roof. So, instead of doing a quartz edging, what if we done like a wooden edging, like spruce wood edge? I don't know. I've never tried it. I've never sort of done it. Whenever I've done like an edging around a roof, you always use a lighter block for the edging and the darker block for the main roof fill. However, in this case, if the roof is white, again, it looks like snow, which is sort of what we want. I might as well make the roof how my roof is in real life as well. Might as well. So my roof is a style roof that doesn't actually have these peaks. My roof actually goes all the way around like this, and sort of goes up to a point. However, I think for this case it might be better to have a peak on the side. My roof doesn't have any peaks like this. I don't know why. I have no idea why. It's all the roof's all hip. That's the word. Yeah, all of my roofs are hip roofs, and no peaked roofs. I will have that nicely wrap around there though. On the back here, I think we have enough room for another peak, right? Like we can have this one as a peak at the back. Really nice. Also, it makes it a lot easier actually, making a symmetrical roof. A roof that obviously is the same if you mirrored it. Oop, and the reason why it makes it a lot easier to do. Ooh, we're so close to the glass here. Oh, just place it correctly. There we go. The reason why it makes it easier is we don't have to check to see if things are going to line up. If it works on one side, we just instantly know it's going to work on the other side. There's no need to sort of worry about it. Slab, quartz slab. I might put the top as, depending on the height. We'll have to see. Okay, have I got the room? Oh, we have. Oh, it's amazing. This house just fits inside the snow globe. Oh, maybe we should have checked that first, because if that didn't fit, I would have been really quite stumped on what to do, because we can't just make the globe bigger. That's a lot of work. And we can't really make the house smaller. That's a lot of work. I suppose we'd have to maybe shift the house over by a block. And that doesn't sound like an easy job either. Not when we've got like glass and everything all over the place. Okay, we want to just put that there, here, and there, and there. And then the rest should just fill in nicely with a nice quartz snow roof. My house, until very recently had 1, 2, 3, 4 chimneys with, I think, 2. It had 8. It had 4 like chimneys. No, it had 3 chimneys in the roof, but each chimney had 2 pipes, so it had like 6 chimneys. Pretty recently, we had the roof redone because it's a pretty old house. We had the roof redone, and we took away one of the chimneys that were never used to fireplaces that had been blocked up over time and we no longer used. So yeah, I shall show you where the chimneys were. This is really weird. And up here now, this one, oh, it does join up to there. Oh, we might be able to do a little. I don't know how exactly we're going to do that part of the roof yet. This one. Where am I? The camera turned around and I completely lost where I was. I think I blinked as I turned, so I didn't see it turn or anything. We'll do this part first because this is an easy part. And around there. I also want to put snow slabs. These do go on top of the, yeah. I want to put snow slabs on top of all the trees, so it looks like snow's on top of the trees. And on top of the Christmas tree as well, I think is where I want it as well. And then, you know what? If I do this, just for, like, looks, I know this probably should be snow, but for looks, does that look okay? I think that looks really cool. I think I like that. So, on my house, the chimneys, I had a chimney here. How am I going to... Should I put the chimneys in? I mean, why not? I had a chimney right here that came out. We'll put anvil on the top as like a little chimney pot. They weren't actually that tall above the house, but maybe it needs to be a little bit taller. Is that like a good chimney height for the house? It's pretty realistic height for the scale. So I had one chimney there. I had one chimney there. And then this one here was the one that was removed. I had a chimney there. You see? And each one of these had like two pipes coming out. So like 1, 2 pipes. 1, 2, 1, 2. So yeah, I think I'm going to stick with one chimney right there. That's what I've decided. Well, goodbye, Anvil. I hope to see you again someday. Alright, that looks pretty cool, right? I think that looks pretty cool. Yeah, definitely. I would do smoke coming out of the chimney using cobwebs, but I think what we're going to do with the cobwebs is we're going to change the texture to snowflake, to like a snowflake texture, and then fill the room up with that. So I can't really do too much. Okay, on the inside, hey Anvil, on the inside we are going to want to change this floor. We're going to have to get rid of the water first. I think the easiest way to get rid of the snow, the easiest way to get rid of the snow is to use water here. So I'm going to block up the door so the water doesn't go outside and absolutely wreck it out there. And we're just going to put a few of those down. There we go. And then block it all up again. Alright, so we don't have a huge amount of room here, so we're not going to be able to do like each room of my house. We're going to sort of go away from it being my house now, and we're going to make it into its own sort of place. We are going to have a staircase that goes up, and I think the only real option that we have is the staircase to go up the stairs, up in front of me. You know, the orange acacia stairs keep jumping out at me. And I don't know why, because I think they're going to look horrible. But I keep going, it'll suit. Orange and brown go well together. So we're going to give it a go. Now, I need to get up to that level. So we're going to have like, potentially like I don't know. Are we going to have a curve in the staircase? No, we don't. That'll just fit in nicely. If I move it back by 1 block... and then take these ones back out again. I got a feeling that the orange is going to work for the floor as well. I'm going to use slabs for the flooring. That way it gives us an 1 extra block of height. Or 1/2 block extra of height, I should say. Not a full block. I'm going to leave that one blank here for like a stair banister. You know, I think this really works. It looks like a carrot floor. Perfect. We're not going realistic here, guys. This is not not that Let's Build a City is realistic. We're not trying to get that sort of almost realistic feel. We're going Christmassy feel. We're going a little bit silly. Okay, if I put those there, that's in line with the stairs. I might leave that one blank. Do I want to leave that back? No, I'm going to put those up there. Okay. For the stair edging, quartz would probably be the best for this. Oh, we can use like the pillar one. Oh no, let's use quartz. We haven't used that one at all yet. So I have that, and then oops. I think that is pretty neat. I think it's a really good scale, really good size. It goes up to the top there nicely. We can still walk around it all. We're going to want to have a fence or a wall or something. Can I retexture cobblestone wall? What you need to think when you're thinking about retexturing stuff, you need to think: does this block take the texture for anything else? Cobblestone wall does not have its own texture. Obviously, it uses cobblestone texture. So to change the texture of cobblestone wall, you need to change the texture of cobblestone. You don't touch cobblestone wall at all. So if I wanted to change that cobblestone wall to look more like a wooden banister, I could use fences, but I think the solid sort of look would be better. And then we can put like a little bit of detail on it or something like that in Photoshop. We're actually going to have to change the texture of cobblestone first. You know, change cobblestone, and then that changes that one. And I was just trying to think to myself, have I used any cobblestone in this build yet, because if I have, then all of those blocks are going to change. If I haven't, then I can sort of change cobblestone without any fear of breaking anything else. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Up here, bedrooms. Downstairs, we have the Christmas tree and stuff like that. I want a little Christmas tree, if we can, down here. I mean, behind here, it's sort of a little bit of wasted space. We'll figure out where to put that. What to put there. I want a little Christmas tree here, though. So we're going to get wood. Little oak. Ooh, we'll do a little oak one instead of a spruce one in here. Look at that, me getting achievements. Leaf. And I think what we'll do, because we don't have... oh wow, this is like really little. Maybe we'll have to do something. I mean, if I broke that one, I know it's going to go through the ceiling, but that definitely looks better, right? That looks better. How would I cover that? Can I put carpet on top of leaf? I can put snow on top of leaf. I can. Okay, so we can cover that up upstairs with a carpet or with a bed or something like that. That definitely looks better. Now, I can't use the giant baubles that we used on this tree because, I mean, we can put 2 baubles on it and then the tree's going to be full. So, I think our option for this is paintings. And we choose a painting, like, let's say that yellow one. And we make all of these yellow ones. So, like that one, and then we get that one. And that should be pretty good, I think, for the moment. Or I could do more on the front if I done it like that one and this one. Or I could use 2. Yes. Okay, we're gonna make the yellow ones to hopefully look like tinsel. So it looks like the tinsel sort of wraps around. Like up and wraps around. I might put it, I can't put one there as well. And then we're going to use this one that I always think looks like some sort of taco. And we'll make this one look like baubles. So then, taco painting and taco painting. Come on. Oh, why are you doing the double ones? I just want a taco one. I don't know what it's meant. Ah, no, I had it. Okay, there we go. And we'll do another taco one here. Now, when we do the paintings to look like the baubles, which I think we might have enough time to do this episode, we will be able to see a lot more. Oops, we'll be able to see a lot more of the leaf. I got a sneeze. I ain't gonna record me having a sneezing fit. We're in Photoshop here, and tinsel. It was the yellow one here for tinsel, and it was the taco one for baubles. We'll try and do like multiple baubles, but we are limited on space. We've only got 16 by 16 pixels. That's what resolution this texture pack is, or the default texture pack. Now tinsel, I know tinsel to look like that. I don't know if you guys have like different tinsel, but that's what tinsel looks like to me. So that's what I'm going to try and replicate within a 16 by 16 area. So I've made a new layer so I can't like ruin anything underneath if I do something wrong. And we need to just change this one here within this brown border. We want the tinsel to be straight. Because if it's at an angle, the one that's next to it isn't going to line up. So it needs to be straight. And I think I'm going to do gold and silver, like a pattern of gold and silver in it. So I think I should probably start off by removing this entirely. Oops. Get rid of that painting entirely. Then we can grab... Have I got any gold on here? Or like a yellow or silver? Well, I like the silver. We'll grab that as the silver. That's a good silver. And I think what we want to do is we don't have a middle point for tinsel. So we're going to have to choose like one of them. And for the moment, I'm going to do a straight line. That's going to give us an idea on... Or tell me sort of what level we need to do it on. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my tinsel. I'm going to do the silver one first. And I'm pretty much just randomly going to click around the area. Not too wide. Like not too far away from the starting line. But we're just going to click around. once we've got the grey, we can get some gold in. Oh, we're looking a little bit patternized there. It's really weird because your brain always wants to make patterns. At least mine does. My brain always like that. It always wants to make patterns, and you have to try and stop it. And you have to say, no, I don't want it to be a pattern. Okay, so we've got this pattern that should be able to repeat. Then have we got any yellow? Oh, yeah, we've got a lot of yellows here. Which one do we like as a starting one? I think I like that one. That was like the most goldeniest. And we need to leave some spots blank because we want to be able to see the leaves through it. We don't want the tinsel to look like a solid block. We want to try and keep this sort of airy effect. So we need to be very careful on how many of these we place. Now we can go over the ones that we've already put down as silver if we need to. And at the moment we're looking very blocked colours. We've only got two. We've got one silver and we've got one gold. What we'll do is we'll get other golds and we'll get other silvers to hopefully get a little bit of shading. Now, I'm by no means the best at pixel art. By no means, no stretch of the imagination do I think I'm good at it. But I think we're looking a little bit better already. I think I've got a somewhat good clue on how it works sometimes. Now, let's put some gold in the middle here as well, so we haven't got just a straight silver line. I think that looks a lot better. It's actually, I think it's going to look pretty cool. We want to have more silvers now, so it doesn't really matter where you get these from, as long as they're noticeably different and there's somewhat. This has got like a little bit of a blue hue, which is quite nice because the silver, if you look at like silver tinsel and stuff like that, you can always pick up a little bit of blue in it as the light sort of refracts off it. So I think that's pretty good. Let's get another one for the silver. Let's get a lighter one. Oops. A lighter one there. Yeah, I think I like that. And we're just changing like a few random grey ones until we get like an even spread of the three colours. Okay, and then with the gold, we want to have a lighter one. I think we want to go lighter and lighter. So we'll have a lighter one here. And this is meant to look like light bouncing off it and sort of getting that shimmer that tinsel has, that famous shimmer. Okay. I think this isn't looking too bad. And then I want one more. What other one? We've got that one and that one. So we'll have a little bit more of a pale one. That's not pale. It's not pale at all. That's better. A paler one. And now, when you look at it in Photoshop, sometimes you go, oh yeah, that looks good. And then when you go into Minecraft, it really doesn't. And then sometimes in Photoshop, it looks, you know what, this doesn't really look like anything. And then when you go into Photoshop, back into Minecraft, it then looks really good. That happened with the baubles to me. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to come over here. Oh, I never used that spare layer in the end. Whoops. That could have gone wrong. So this is the taco one. We're going to take this away, and we're going to make this look like a baubles. Now, I don't want it to be one bauble. I just want it to be a collection of baubles. Now, I know the pattern of baubles is going to be the same wherever we put this painting. But by doing it this way, we're hopefully going to be able to get more than just one bauble in here. We don't have much room, like I said, so we have two choices. If we say that we wanted a blue bauble, we can either do it like this and then have a lighter one in the corner to give it a little bit of a shine. That works. We can go a little bit bigger. We can go we can go back with the blue again. Where's my cursor? There it is. We can go bigger like this and then have the lighter one either in the corner or in the side or both of them. I think I like both of them. And then you'd get like a brown as like the little hanging part. I think that's probably the best scale. I think if you go any bigger than that, you're not going to be able to fit as many in. So I think we'll stick with that. So let's put where we want the baubles first by using the brown. Like that. I think that should be enough bauble. We have one more up there. And then we can just colour them. So if we had an orange bauble, we're going to do that. And then get a lighter orange somewhere. Is that lighter enough? That is, yeah, perfect. If I wanted a red bauble, we can have the dark one. And then the lighter one. I'm just stealing colours from the paintings that are already here. You could obviously just choose your own colour exactly, but these baubles, these colours are definitely good enough for me. I want... What other colours do we have? I'll probably choose my own one now. We need a pink. Pink. That'll be... Oops, that's not right. Pink. This will be the darker part of the pink. And then the lighter part of the pink. For the little shine on it. Always important to try and do a little bit of shading. I know you don't have too much room when you're working with like 5 pixels. But it will really, really help. Let's have a yellow one in. And lighter. What other colour baubles do you have? I don't want to go with silver because we've got like the silver on the tint, so I don't want to go too crazy with that. I mean, light blue. We've got light blue there. Yeah, we'll have a light blue. We have sort of a purpley colour. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's a really nice colour. And then might do it like that. Yeah, that's cool. And one more. I don't want to go with green. I think we might have to go with like a light blue. Like a light blue on here. Oh, that's a nice blue. And then the lighter one in there. Okay, that looks cool. What we're going to do is we're going to save this and jump back into Minecraft and have a look. Alright, about to update it. I have no idea. I have no idea if this is going to look good or bad. I really, really don't. But we haven't done too bad yet with the changing of the textures, so my hopes are high. Fingers crossed. Is it going to look cool? Please look cool. Please look really, really cool. Look like tinsel. Look like baubles. Yes! Alright, I'm very, very happy with that. Now, we do have the edging to paintings here. We could potentially remove that somehow. I'm sure there will be a way to do that. But I'm happy with that. The baubles, I think, look really, really good. The tinsel, I think, looks really, really good. If anything, the tinsel is maybe a bit thick. Maybe it should be a little bit of a thinner tinsel. But I don't really care. I think that looks really, really good. And then we can do some presents underneath there. We'll retexture, I think, the chests into different presents. All right, then. If you guys enjoyed it, that's all we've got time for, unfortunately. But if you guys enjoyed it, then hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe. And we shall see you in the next episode.